Oh! It's so hot. Hello everyone, my name is Lisa and I'm the Viet Vegan because I'm Viet and I'm vegan, and today is a collab video! Today's video is a collab with a bunch of other vegan YouTubers. You guys seem to love these videos. I like doing these videos. It's fun time for everyone. We get a lot of different vegan food. It's great. Today's theme is a holiday collab, so it's just like different holiday tappy foods you can bring to a potluck, you can eat at Christmas dinner or Hanukkah dinner or whatever. I don't celebrate any of those things, so I don't know anything about those, but I like eating vegan food, okay? And I like eating with people. So that's what we're gonna do today. Today, I'm making sausage puffs. I contemplating making seitan, but then like things got really busy. I just decided to not make my own seitan today. So if you wanna make your own seitan to make these sausage rolls, be my guest. This is the easiest appetizer you will probably ever make because you just need 2 ingredients. 3 or 4 if you wanna get super fancy, but basically these 2. And maybe if you want a variety of different sausages, you can get these ones. So it might seem super simple, but sometimes you guys seem to like the really easy recipes. This is one of those recipes. You need some vegan sausage and some vegan puff pastry. So most puff pastry is plant-based, but it's not necessarily vegan. There's D3 in it. But this one is a vegan puff pastry. The tender flake one is also plant-based, but it has D3 in it. So if you don't want to eat D3, don't eat that one. But there's no like eggs or dairy in that, so like you do you. But this one's vegan. I found it at Whole Foods. It's the Maison brand. It's literally flour, water, vegetable shortening, salt, spices, and sugar. If you've never worked with puff pastry before, basically you thaw it until it is malleable and then you roll it out. Sometimes they'll be in like long sheets in 2 separate packets, and sometimes they'll be a block like this. I prefer having it a block like this because I just like rolling it to whatever shape I like. So you're just gonna free it from its plastic prison. Get out of here. Oh, you're gonna want some flour because it's a little sticky. Generously dust the surface with some flour. You don't want nothing to stick. Before you roll that out and let that dry out, you're gonna also wanna cut your seitan. So I'm using some field roast sausages. You can use whatever sausages you want. The tofurkey ones are good too. Some people might be mad that field roast got bought out by a meat company, but I mean, we shop at grocery stores that sell meat, so I don't really see the difference. It just means that they'll be using their resources to make vegan food now, so I think that's a win for me. So this one is the apple sage flavor, and then I also have the chipotle flavor. If you can't handle spice, the apple sage one is probably the better one to go with, and if you can handle spice, the chipotle one is pretty dang solid. So I typically cut each sausage into like 5 pieces, I think, yeah. But you can just make them whatever size you want. You want them to be like finger food size. You don't want it to be too like so overwhelming that it's like multiple bites. You have your sausages cut on the side. I just like to kind of roll it in some flour to get it started. You might be able to see some layers so you can peel it apart if you want to, or you can just give up and just roll it all out. So that's what we're gonna do. So you're just gonna roll it out until it's fairly thin and try to keep it as like rectangular as possible, just because it'll make things a little bit easier. If you let your puff pastry dry out, you're gonna have these little like dry bits, which is not as great. I like to roll it up pretty thin because that means I can make more out of it, and I like very thin, flaky pastry. So that's generally the size that you want to make it. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, why don't you? And why don't you subscribe to all the other people that are in the playlist, because they're pretty rad. My channel is about easy vegan food. Okay, so then you're gonna cut this baby in half. And then you're gonna cut them into like thin strips, about the same length as these guys, or same width. Doesn't have to be totally exact. People don't care, it's gonna taste delicious. And if you are better at planning, you might want to count how many you're cutting and count how many you're doing, but I don't do that apparently, so I'm just gonna cover this side because I don't want it to get totally dried out in the process. So then you cut these all in half. It's gonna be a good time. You're gonna think it's not gonna fit, but you just stretch it out. It's puff pastry, it's fine, it's flexible. Just gonna roll it up. Easy peasy. And this is the easiest, most delicious, savory appetizer you will ever make. Actually, that's probably not true, but it's pretty delicious. I like it a lot. Eddie really likes these too, and he is not vegan. So I'm gonna fast forward this because this is very boring. Basically, you just roll these up, and if you find that they don't stick, maybe use a little bit of water to stick the little ends together, but it should be fine. And I will see you when these are all wrapped up. Just a second. So we have made all of our little sausage pastry puffy things. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to coat them in a little bit of soy milk. If you have aquafaba, which is like chickpea water, this would be a great way to add sort of like a coating on top. You just want something with a little bit of protein so that kind of glaze a little bit. Typically you use like an egg wash. I'm gonna use a milk wash. This is unsweetened soy milk, and this will help black pepper stick to it as well. So you just wanna brush on top. You can use almond milk, any kind of unsweetened plant milk. I feel like soy milk would probably be best just because it has probably the most protein of most of the plant milks that are out there. I prefer soy milk or aquafaba, but I don't really feel like opening a can of chickpeas right now. So after you get like a couple rows of them basted, brushed, you're gonna put on some black pepper. I mean, you don't have to put black pepper. You can put paprika on it. You can put salts, but I like cracked black pepper because black pepper is delicious. They tend to like soak up the liquid within like 5 minutes or so. Don't take too long. This channel is very far from perfect. You're not gonna get perfect food here. I show you all of the mistakes because sometimes it's funny. Other times it's just real. And now you put them in the oven and you bake them for about 10-15 minutes until the puff pastry is golden, because the sausage is like basically cooked already. You just want to puff up the pastry. I preheated my oven to about 400 Fahrenheit and now I'm going to bake these, so BRB. Oh my God. That's what you want. You want some nice golden, some nice golden action on the bottom. Crispy, nice, flaky goodness. While those cool down a little bit, because I don't want to burn myself while I taste test them, I'm gonna make a little quick dip. This is totally optional. You don't have to do this. In fact, I typically just eat this by itself, but I kind of wanted something creamy on the side. So I'm gonna make a little bit of a dip. So it's about like 2 heaping tablespoons of mayo. If you don't want to use store-bought mayo, or if you don't have access to store-bought mayo, you can make your own mayo. I have a recipe on my blog. So if you want to make your own mayo, I'll link the recipe video that I did recently on my homemade vegan mayo with the magic of aquafaba. I'm gonna make a lime dill one because that's like what I have. So I'm gonna squeeze some lime juice. This is like maybe like a teaspoon of lime juice and a little bit of dill. I don't have any fresh dill, so I'm just gonna use some of this dried dill. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. Like a 1/4 teaspoon. That'd be like a teaspoon fresh maybe. I'm going to thin it out with like a teeny tiny splash of milk. Probably like maybe a teaspoon. Never mind. Tablespoon of milk and a little bit of salt. It kind of looks like ranch, but it's not ranch dressing. So just like something light and creamy, a little tangy. You could use a little bit more lime actually. Just a little bit. I've got my dip. I've got my sausage puff. Let's give them a try. Feeling something spicy, so I'm gonna go for a little dip. I'm excited. Field roast, you know what's up. Yum, but ow, I did not wait long enough. So yeah, this is the super easy appetizer. You can make it within like half an hour, honestly. It's really great, especially because I usually have puff pastry in the freezer. If I have a party, if I'm going somewhere, I whip these up for like a potluck or something, or bring this over because it's super easy. People really like something meaty and savory. So they're very crowd pleasing. People who are omnivores, when they first take a bite, they probably won't notice that it's vegan unless you tell them, because like sausages can vary in different textures, right? So like I said, you don't have to use field roast. You can make your own seitan if you know how to do that. I don't know if you guys want a recipe, but I will make a recipe, post on my blog with the full instructions and baking times and stuff like that if you guys want it. I'll leave it linked down below if you want that recipe. It's like super easy, guys. Sometimes I give you guys recipes that are like really complicated and really like, I just wanted to give you guys something a little easier this time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like easy recipes like these, let me know and I will do more simple, basic, simple recipes for you guys. And don't forget to check out the playlist of all the different videos from all the other vegan YouTubers for this collab. And I hope you have a great holiday. If you like this video, give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a delicious day. Bye! I'm being weird because I'm hungry. Okay, if you've never worked, I'm gonna stop waving that around. Oh my god, I'm a freaking hot mess. Come back. Dinner time. It was a good time in my mouth.